Alright. We are back with some more Pokemon Null. Doing our hardcore Nuzlocke attempts here. Making it through attempt 18, which in my last stream we just made it past Glacia. And right now we are on current best pace with only 2 deaths in the box, so that feels pretty good and very, very close to getting a PB. We just need to do 5 fights, which I don't know if I'll be able to get to fully today. I hope so, because the fights on this route in particular are super tough. So I'm gonna have to make sure my calcing is on point today. But yeah, let's go ahead. We can go ahead and get into it here. I think I have the first fight figured out at least. So let's go ahead and get the team here. Let's see, we're gonna be using, let's see, Persian up front. We're gonna use, let's see, we got Crobat, Venusaur already. And we're gonna use Greninja. And we'll be using Kingler. And then we'll just bring this guy as a backup sack if necessary. Ideally, it shouldn't be that necessary here. Alright, and then for items, I don't think we need a ton of items here. I think we're just gonna want, let's see. Let's go Berry Juice here. We'll go Berry Juice here. We need Miracle Seed on this guy. And I think that should be it. Let me just triple check the line here. I think everything looks good here. Alright, so let's get started with the first fight here at Route 117. Yeah, each of these fights have a pretty interesting and pretty tough gimmick to them. So this is where the difficulty really starts to ramp up here. But let's go ahead and get started into it. Alright, Rich Boy Techno. Alright, so this guy's gimmick is designed around Pursuit Trappers. And then Gourgeist has the move Trick or Treat. And then there's also a what's its face? Hatterene that has a magic powder. So they're designed to change your typing to either Ghost or Psychic. And then when the Pursuiters come in, you just get one shot. So we're going to work around that here. So first things first, we're going to taunt to prevent this thing from setting up either Trick or Treat or Stealth Rocks here. Yeah, or Will-O-Wisp. And then now we can just go for the KO with two foul plays here. As he goes for a Power Whip. Perfect. So Gourgeist goes down. This should bait in Hatterene. Yep. Again, like I said, this thing has Magic Powder to want to turn you into a Psychic type. But right now it always sees a KO with Alluring Voice. So we're going to first pivot to Crobat. Yep, perfect. And then now Hatterene should see a KO always with Psyshock. So we're going to U-turn to deal some chip and to swap out. We'll swap back to Persian on the incoming Psyshock. Perfect. And then again, it's going to go for Alluring Voice, so now we're going to pivot to Venusaur. Good. And then with that, damage from the U-turn, Sludge Bomb will always KO from here. So Hatterene goes down, and this should be baiting in Furo next. Okay, Crocodile. This is fine too. Frankie, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you popping in. Spartacus, appreciate you popping in as well. Alright, so this thing has Pursuit with a Dark Gem. So, let me see. I think from here, I was anticipating Furo to come in. So, we might have to stay in. Because, let me see here. Max roll regular Pursuit is 81. So then if we swap out on a crit, yeah, we would definitely be dead. So we need to stay in actually and go for Giga Drains. You might also just go for Stomping Tantrum either. This is why I equipped a Miracle Seed so we can do damage with Giga Drains here. Okay, so you just went for Stomping Tantrum. Oh, that's bad crit. I think we might need to dodge another crit here. Or we could potentially swap out now. I think it should always be Stomping Tantrum. Let me see here. Because it sees, right now it sees Stomping Tantrum as highest damage. So I don't think Pursuit is incentivized here. So we might want to actually switch here. And we could swap to I think we could just swap to Kingler. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And then now we can just pick up the KO with an Aqua Jet. Alright, so Crocodile goes down. The Miracle Seed also prevented the Crocodile from setting up Bulk Up because it saw a killing roll from my Giga Drain. Alright, now it's just Furo that has Sniper with Pursuit and Last Resort. But Kingler here doesn't have... Kingler has Shell Armor, so we can't get crit by the Pursuit. So we can just pivot straight to Greninja. Yeah. So we'll take this Pursuit pretty easily. And then now we can just get the KO here with an Ice Beam. Cool. Alright, Rich Boy down. It's not too bad. The next fight here is even more tricky. We do get a new encounter after this next fight, though. But it also features a... it features a Mega Chimecho, which is pretty interesting. Rio Inferno, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you popping in. Yeah, technically the Earth is not a perfect sphere. So, I agree with that statement. Alright, so... this next fight... the scariest thing is that there's a Behemoth with Analytic and Power Herb Meteor Beam, which is always pretty scary. So let me see here. Leads with a Kecleon. Has color change too, which is a little annoying. Color change with a Focus Sash. So I think we could go with Persian Lead. And then... maybe go to... yeah, we taunt to prevent Wonder Rune and Stealth Rocks. We can attack once with Foul Play. And then Parting Shot out into... let's see, maybe Kingler? If it's Kingler, then I would have to pre-damage to probably bait Grumpig or Psychic. So... yeah, the baiting order in this fight is super important. probably gonna want to get the KO on this with Leave Any. With Silver Powder, X Scissor, which should always be at a fast KO from Jinx. With Ice Beam. Which means we could go probably to what would be the best option here? Because this thing also has a lovely kiss, which is a little troublesome. Yeah, it's probably gonna have to be Incineroar. Because Incineroar would bait Chimecho, I think. And then we could probably maybe not stay in on Chimecho, or maybe we go to Arcanine. Well, Arcanine has bad baiting for the Behemoth. Yeah, we need to at least bring Clodsire so we can bait only Psychic from Behemoth. So then we just need something solid for the Chimecho. Need something that could take down the Chimecho without baiting Psychic from Behemoth consistently. Kat, what's up in the YouTube chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you've been having a good weekend. mean, so it feels like Incineroar is still the most consistent answer. The problem is I don't know if he can go for Wonder Rune. He probably would. I would like something else than probably for Jinx. But I don't really have a better counter. I mean, maybe Gigalith? Or Orthoworm. Maybe Beartic? Beartic could do it, possibly. Hey, what's up, William? Good to see you. Ooh, I don't know why the notifications haven't been working for you. Frat Bunny, what's up as well? Appreciate y'all popping in. Yeah, I think Beartic could probably do it. We might just be dead to double crit though. But that could potentially bait in Chimecho for Flash Cannon. And that would be a nice pivot for for Incineroar to go into. Yeah, this thing also has cosmic power too, though. Incineroar is slower. Yeah, I don't know if I can pivot through anybody. I would probably just have to go for it. The problem is that he has Cosmic Power with Baton Pass. But I think he would be de-incentivized to use it, because if he did, at that point, it would just be Behemoth left, which would just get outsped and two-shot, even with a Cosmic Power boost. So that could work. I would just be risking double high roll crit on Beartic, but I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, this could work. Okay, good, yeah, and Beartic guarantee baits regular Chimecho. Okay, good. Alright, I think I have the line here. But this is still a very scary fight. So we're gonna bring Clodsire. We're gonna bring a Beartic. We're gonna bring Incineroar. And we're gonna bring Leavanny. We need to go Cherry Berry here. Cherry Berry here. We can go Silver Powder here. Go Muscle Band here. We go. Let's see, Lovely Kiss is the one that puts you to sleep, right? Yeah. Which has buck to 95% accuracy in this game. So we need to go Chesto on Beartic. And then I guess we could just go Oranberry here. And I think that should be good. Actually, might want to go Citrus Berry here. Or Berry Juice in case of crits, I guess. Alright, I think this should be okay. So let's go. We'll go 93 plus. Let's see. plus -1 body slam. Actually, I might need to just fully pre-damage just for that, because Kecleon, I think, could go for Power-Up Punch, potentially. And I think it should be fine. We should never be baiting Dazzling Gleam on the Switch. Which actually would be perfectly fine if it did. So we just need to pre-damage to 93 HP. What's up in the chat, you guys? It's Super Mario and Brayden. Appreciate y'all popping in. Alright, so we need to pre-damage that. Oh yeah, I always gotta make sure to save before every fight. You never know. Let me just double check something here really quick. This 37 equals 56. So if I do pre-damage there, it could actually be Jinx first, which would not be good. Problem is, I just don't know how likely the AI is to go for Power Punch there. Let me check the AI logic on that really quick. Because the baiting really, really matters for this fight. Let's see, offensive setup. Let's see. If player is incapacitated, +3. If player kills AI in 4 or more hits, gets +1. If player kills AI in 1 hit, it's -20. If the player fast kills AI in 2 hits, it's -5. Okay, so that means the AI shouldn't be able to go for Power-Up Punch. If I'm showing fast 2-hit KO. Okay, so I could fake out first turn, then taunt, and then swap to King Glare and KO with Hammer Arm. which should be perfectly safe. Which means I would have to pre-damage... to, let's see, 93 plus 45. So that'd have to be 138. So that's actually exactly max HP. So then at most we would take 54 on the max roll, which would leave us at 84, which would be outside of Jinx range and only be in range of Grumpig. Okay. I think I got it now. So we actually could do at least like 1 HP off, so we could potentially bait both Focus Blast and Psychic equally. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, it should be fine. So, Berry Berry. Yeah, so we don't actually need any free damage on him. Get the Mental Herb. Scary fight, but if we could get past her, we get a new encounter. Well, that's good at least. Blast always saying with some of the chat, appreciate you popping in. GG, good luck. Alright, Psychic Brandy. Alright, so this is a very interesting fight in this game, Pokemon Null. It's designed around the move Wonder Room, which changes around stats, and then this also features a Mega Chimecho. But that's not actually the scariest thing on this team. There's one thing that's really scary, which we'll demonstrate later. But right now, Kecleon here it has a Focus Sash, and it has Wonder Room and Stealth Rock. So what we're going to do first is to Fake Out to break the Focus Sash. It also has Color Change to change its typing based on what you attack it with. Now we're going to Taunt to prevent it from setting up either Stealth Rocks or Wonder Room. Perfect. So now it should only be able to go for... its only attacking moves are Body Slam and Power Punch. It shouldn't be able to go for Power Punch because it should see that we outspeed in 2-shot. So it should only be Body Slam here. So we're going to pivot to Kingler, who is holding a Cherry Berry. To play around Paralyzed Chance here. Yep, perfect. Body Slam. Yep, just like that. We have the Cherry Berry. And then now Kingler is faster, and we can one-shot with a Hammer Arm for the KO. So Kecleon goes down. This should be baiting in Grumpig next. Perfect. Alright, so Grumpig comes in. It's gonna see a KO with either Psychic or Focus Blast. Either of which is perfectly fine. We're gonna swap directly to Leavanny here to take either attack. Okay, Focus Blast, perfectly fine. That's actually preferred of the two moves. And then now we get Outspeed and KO with a Silver Powder boosted X Scissor. Good, so next thing that should come in should be Jinx. Good. And Jinx is a fast KO, always with Ice Beam. So we're gonna pivot to Bear Tick on the incoming Ice Beam here. Yep. Good. Alright, now this could either go for... let's see. This could either go for Psy Shock, or we could go for... We could go for Lovely Kiss. It is faster. Let's see, I think one thing I didn't consider is... we needed to make sure we took enough damage to always bait the Chimecho next and not Beheeyem. Because if we bait Beheeyem, then we might just need a sack Bear Tick here. So, ideally, Jinx goes for Psy Shock here. If it goes for Lovely Kiss, we do have a Chesto Berry, but if we KO this before then Chimecho might not come in next, so... But I don't really have any other plays around that. We're just gonna go for Superpower here. Hopefully he goes for Psy Shock. Okay. Alright, so that's a little unfortunate. We're gonna go for Superpower. Into Ice Shard for the KO here. Alright, so this will probably be Beheeyem now. Yeah. So that's what's unfortunate. So this is the really scary part on this fight. Because this thing has Meteor Beam with Analytic and a Power Herb. So that combination makes this thing super threatening. I need to check something here. Let's see, we could potentially not have to sack here. Because Clodsire is my original intended pivot here. Because it could take a Meteor Beam very well. Also a Focus Blast and Energy Ball. The problem is that I think at this HP, we do show some rolls of Psychic KO. But the AI should be really incentivized to go for Meteor Beam here. So I think it's probably okay to go for the swap here. If it's Psychic, then that could be very bad. But I think it should be super unlikely. So let's try going for it here. Majority of the time it should just be going for Meteor Beam. Yeah, there we go. So here comes the Special Attack Raise, Power Herb, Meteor Beam. But Clodsire is a beast and takes that. Alright, so now it should always be going for Psychic here, because it no longer has a Power Herb. And it should see it as KO. So now we can pivot to... we're going to pivot to this guy first. On a Psychic. Perfect. We're going to Fake Out for just a little bit of chip damage. fine. We really just need that little tiny bit. Now it should always be going for... Probably... It could go for Meteor Beam again, but more likely just go for Focus Blast. Maybe Energy Ball. But we can Parting Shot here. And go back to Clodsire. So go back to Clodsire here. Okay, Energy Ball, good. We'll take that. And so now again, it should always be Psychic. Now we'll go to Incineroar. Yep, perfect. And just with that little bit of fake out chip damage, with a Muscle Band, we can now always get the KO here with a Throat Chop. Yes. Perfect. Alright, Demon down. And now it's just the Chimecho. Which again is a Mega Chimecho, but Incineroar is a perfect matchup for this. We're just gonna go for Throat Chops for the KO here. There's the Mega Chimecho there. Looks pretty nice. It's gonna set up Wonder Room. But that actually works in our favor this time. So we'll just KO here. Alright. Very nice. Whew. Glad we got past that fight. And we get the Chimecho, so if we do get a Chimecho at some point, we can get its Mega version. Alright. So we do get a new encounter here. Let's check the encounter table here. So the grass mainly has it has like some grass types, some bug types. We could also fish for potential either Stunfisk or Galarian Stunfisk or a Alolan Grimer. Or Feebas. Or we could delay. We could also get a Low Kicks here. Low Kicks would be really nice. We have Eldegoss already, and we also have Growlithe too. But we already have a ton of grass types, so... Not sure. We could delay this potentially. For the Serping encounter, but because that would give us a chance at a Beedrill, and we do get Mega Beedrill in this game. I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me check on the Discord here. Yeah, I think the land encounter is still pretty solid. I think the biggest miss would probably be... I mean, Gloom is still good, because you could either get Bioplume, which has Intimidate in this game, or Blossom, which has Illuminate, which lowers special attack in this game. Low Kicks and Dolive, I've heard, are really good. We already have Leavanny, we already have Eldegoss, we already have Growlithe, and we already have Grotle. So we have a ton of dupes. So we might want to go for it. Masquerain is also pretty decent too. Yeah, so I think Grass is still good, because there's some heaters in there. So let's do that. Let's see, bring you for Sleep Powder. Let's see what we get here. So we also got an item of her too. Get the Sharpie, good. Alright, let's see what we get here. Alright, Masquerain, okay. We'll take that. Got Intimidate, Bug Flying type, Quad, Resist. So, we'll take it. Come on, bro. There we go. Oh, I forgot I had Quick Balls. I could have just done that. Alright, cool. Alright, not the... I wouldn't say the best out of the bunch here, but definitely not terrible. Low Kicks would have been a lot better. Let's see, what's a good career/job nickname for this guy, though? Thinking something theater related. Kind of thinking maybe like a theater or play performer. Yo, what's up, Mick? Good to see you. Appreciate you popping in. Hope you've been having a good weekend so far. Let's go with... I feel like this is pretty appropriate. Alright. Let's check this guy out here. Alright, Lonely. Oh wow, 31 special attack. That's really good. Minus defense isn't the best nature on this, but 25 IV makes up for it. 26 special def IV is also really good. The special attack, though, is super good on this. This guy is definitely a heater for sure. Alright, well, let's level this guy up here. Let's see, Icy Wind. Let's see, this also has Scary Face. Let's see. Well, this also gets Arrow Blast. That's interesting. But yeah, I feel like we could do this. My weekend's been pretty chill so far. Let's see, Air Cutter. Acrobatics. Yeah, I don't feel like we needed that. Yeah, this guy's way lower attack. Alright, Screech, I think we're okay with. Soak is interesting. We already have that on. We already have that on Belly Bolt, so I think we're okay there too. Signal Beam, for sure. Let's see, Air Slash. Power Split. See, averages changes to attack and special attack with the foe. That's pretty niche. The user and the target have their attack and special attack set to be equal to the average of the user and the target's attack and special attacks respectively, rounded down. I don't know when I would ever use that. Yeah, no, that's really... That's way too niche. Alright, Bug Buzz, for sure. I've been playing this game for like a couple months now, I think. Oh wait, I thought this got... Didn't it say this got Aeroblast? Did I skip on that? I thought it said Acrobatics. Hold up. Did I mess up? I could have sworn that said Acrobatics. Hold on, I need to look at the stream here. see, it was Signal Beam. We did that. Air Slash. Power Split. Yeah, looks like it didn't. I mean, unless the dock is wrong here. Let's see. Let me check on the other. Yeah, it said Aeroblast on here. I think I see it now. Yeah, because if I skipped over Aeroblast, that's a huge throw. Yeah, so we did Air Cutter. Okay, it said Acrobatics. I think the learn set is just incorrect here. That was for sure Acrobatics. Screech. Yeah, we skipped that. Soak. We skipped that. Signal Beam. We taught that. And then it was Air Slash. We taught Air Slash. And then it was Power Split. Okay, yeah, so the learn set is completely wrong here. That's a little annoying. I mean, it's not a huge thing, but it would be really nice to have Aeroblast on this. It's 95 base power with 100% accuracy in this game. It has high crit rate as well. So, but it's not the biggest thing. Alright, so let's get that in the calc here, and we can take a look at the next fight here. Alright, so the next fight we have a Araquanid lead with Sticky Web and Water Bubble Liquidation, which does a ton of damage. I really would want to prevent the sticky webs if we can. Let's see, we could lead something with taunt. And then go for the KO. Yeah, we can maybe like lead Persian, go for taunt, and then we get parting shot out into belly bolts, and then get the KO with thunderbolts. What would belly bolts bait though? I don't really have much better options. Yeah, Belly Bolt would probably just bait Lurantis, because it outspeeds and outdamages for Leaf Storm. So we could just go straight to either either Embor or Arcanine. So if we went Embor, that would bait for sure Scyther dual wing beat. Okay, that's good. And then we can go. See, this is Eviolite Scyther with Technician and Swords Dance. It's a little scary. And close combat too. Yeah, we could probably pivot through Gigalith to bait. See, the scariest part about this team though is there's a Shell Smash Crustle with weak armor, white herb. It's a pretty nasty combination. But I think we have decent options for it. So let's just figure out who I'm gonna use for Scyther. See, I wouldn't want to stay in with Gigalith because that would for sure make Crust will be able to go for Shell Smash. Let's see, I could probably figure out a pathway of like intimidating and maybe using one of my shell armor mons. But let me see, I think I'm close to figuring this out. Let me go use the restroom really quick first. Alright. Let's see here. Maybe we could do some intimidate pivoting. And then go... But we wouldn't really have enough team slots for that. First thing I need to figure out is who am I gonna use to take out this Crustle. Let's see, maybe Poliwrath? Or maybe Tatsugiri? If I could switch in Tatsugiri on an Earthquake. But that seems a little tricky. it might have to be Poliwrath. But I'm pretty thin on team slots for this. Actually, Orthoworm is a pretty solid answer to Cressel. Even if it does get a... Even if it does get a Shell Smash off. Because we have Earth Eater on it, so... Okay, so that works. We can just go straight to we can just go straight to Orthoworm. So then we just need to figure out how to deal with the Scyther. Depending on how much damage Belly Bolt takes. I could maybe go back to him. I might need to use the Serious Man on my Crobat so that it can outspeed the Scyther here, since it has a minus speed nature. It's the only real... thing I could see going for here, because I could swap in on a close combat and then maybe get the KO with acrobatics. I think that could work, and then that could safely bait Crustle for Rock Blast. And then I could just go straight to Orthoworm. Yeah, that seems good to me. Yeah, I've already been thinking about using the Serious Mint on Crobat anyway. That's probably my biggest candidate for it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's an appropriate investment. Yeah, I think this all looks good. Random anime stuff, appreciate you popping in. Hope you've been having a good weekend. This is I'm doing a playthrough of it's a ROM hack called Pokemon Null. It just recently came out. I'm doing a hardcore Nuzlocke of it. This is currently considered one of the hardest ROM hacks to do a Nuzlocke for. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the next fight here, but I think I have the game plan figured out. So let's get Emborg. Let's get Orthoworm. Well, the game has a custom AI designed for it to make the AI a lot smarter, and every trainer is mandatory and has custom designed parties that are designed to be very difficult. Fully evolved teams, really good learn sets. But it's probably easier shown than explained, so if you want to stick around and watch this next fight I'm about to do, I could explain turn by turn the intricacies of it. So let's see, we're gonna bring Gigalith. Okay, this should be good. And then we're gonna use our Serious Mint. On our Crobat. My favorite Pokemon is Dragonite. So let's go Berry Juice here. I don't think we need an item here. I don't think we need items on anybody else. Probably just... we could just probably go. Muscle band here. The rest should be fine. Alright, no worries, sorry about that. What about you? What's your favorite Pokemon? Or, which games have you played? Okay, so we need to slightly pre-damage to this guy. It's 151 HP. So that the Crustle always sees a KO at the end. Oh yeah, Toxicity is a really cool one. I like its Dynamax form too. All right, I think we got this fight figured out. So let's try going for it here. Alright, let's go for it. Alright, Bug Maniac Derek. Alright, so this fight's gimmick is designed around strong bug types. The Raconid here lead is here to try to set up Sticky Web, which we want to prevent because it lowers our speed on switch in. So we're going to start with Taunting to prevent the Sticky Web from being set up here. Yep, perfect. So now he can't use Sticky Web for 2 turns. We are going to Parting Shot to switch out and also lower its attack. We're gonna go to Belly Bolt and really ideally dodge a crit here. Infestation, perfect. That's actually really fun, really good. And then now with Electromorphosis, after he hits us, we will always be able to one-shot with a Thunderbolt. So this guy goes down. This will probably bait in Lurantis, I'm guessing. Oh, Cressel came in. That's a bit concerning. But it should be fine. I think it sees KO with Earthquake, probably. Let's see, we're at 116. Yeah, I see his max roll. That was a little unfortunate there. It's very likely to set up Shell Smash here. But that should be fine because Orthoworm can take hits from this even if it's at +2. So we're just gonna swap straight into Orthoworm here. Yeah, there's this Shell Smash. But it's fine. Even at +2, we can still take hits from this guy very well. So we are gonna go for Iron Heads here. And we should always be able to two-shot this. Okay, there's another Shell Smash. We should still be fine. Is that +4 now? Yeah, we're still never dead to crit. So we can just go for another Iron Head here. Alright, cool. This does change the baiting around a little bit though. This will probably be Lurantis. Okay. Which is not great, because now it can superpower. So now I think we have to... Yep, superpower is gonna raise its attack and defense. Which should be fine. I think we just need to now just pivot through probably pivot through Crobat. Yeah, because at +1 defense, U-turn plus Heat Crash should still always KO. Yeah, I mean, the trainers in this game do have legendaries and megas, but even these regular Pokemon could be very unassuming because Lurantis here has the ability Contrary, which makes defense, or makes stats lowering to stat increasing. So superpower normally lowers your attack and defense after use, but in this case it'll raise its attack and defense. But it should be fine, so we're gonna go to Crobat on the superpower here. Okay, Ingrain, that's actually perfectly fine. We might just be able to stay in then. Because this can't really do that much damage to us. Yeah, I think we could just stay in and just go for Acrobatics. Yeah. Oh yeah, we take that easily. Alright, so this goes down. Now it's just a Scyther left. And this has its Swords Dance. With dual Wing Beat, Bug Bite, and Close Combat. And it's also holding an Eviolite. But the line is still intact here. So it can't go for Swords Dance because it should see KO with dual Wing Beat. So, let me see. Yeah, so I think what we can do, we can just go for a U-turn here to deal a little bit of chip damage, which is necessary. And then we can pivot to Gigalith on an incoming close combat. I mean, not close combat, dual Wing Beat. Yep, there we go. Alright, so now it should always go for close combat because it sees that we do KO with a Rock Slide, so we can't set up a Sword Stance. So we can just pivot back to Crobat again on a close combat. Perfect. And then so now, after that damage from the U-turn and the defense drop from close combat, just make sure. Yeah, Acrobatics is now a guaranteed one-shot from this point. Perfect. All right. Very nice. So far, so good. Next fight is a double battle now, though, which can be a little tricky. Let's see if I have enough. Brain juice left to figure out this fight. Let's see, so we have it's Volbeat plus Illumise. Both with Prankster. One with Tailwinds, Encore, and Screens, the other with Tail Glow and Baton Pass. So we'll want to take out one of the sides first. Oh yeah, I'm an anime enjoyer. Yeah, I've watched a lot of the classics. You know, Naruto, Bleach. Bleach is going crazy right now. One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, a lot of the classics. Some of my more niche favorites, I would say, Hajime no Ippo is one of my favorite manga slash anime, along with One Piece. I'm also really enjoying the Blue Lock manga right now. So I say those. Yeah, I watched Demon Slayer, but it's not my favorite. I like Attack on Titan, too. Those are some of my top ones. Alright, so I'll probably want to take out the Volbeat side, I think. Oh yeah, I've watched all of My Hero as well. In My Hero, probably Bakugo. I really like his character development. Oh yeah, Kirishima is really cool too. Alright, so I could probably pre-damage something like Volbeat to bait KOs with, as I take out the Illumise. I haven't really gotten into Jujutsu Kaisen as much, but I think that's just because, unfortunately, I got spoiled of too many things. So, unfortunately. how am I gonna do this double battle? Yeah, so that's one key thing about the difficulty for these kinds of ROM hacks. This game allows you to very easily set the HP, and also pre-status your Pokemon, so that way you can bait the AI to go for specific moves. So that's part of the difficulty on the challenge. I really enjoy. It's like each fight is kind of like a puzzle. They have to like figure out turn by turn to find the best way to win. Let's see, I might just want to try to KO the Volbeat side instead. It looks a little easier to do. Because I can lead Fake Out, Persian, plus KO with Crobat. And that would bait. That would bait Swoop Bats, which is already faster than everything except for my Greninja, so it doesn't really matter if Illumise goes for Tailwinds. I think the only scary thing is that it then sets up a Reflector light screen. Favorite type? That's a good question. I think, usually dragon types are my favorite. Just out of design. I think out of usefulness, I like steel types a lot, especially for Nuzlocks. Steel types are usually very solid. I think we could just bring... Yeah, we can bring some backups like Gigalith or Incineroar. And then for the Illumise, or for the Persian, I should say, we can just bring probably Embor. Or could also bring Greninja too. I think we should have enough firepower to deal with whatever moves it goes for. Oh yeah, ghost types are really cool too. I like those as well. I think this will be my last fight for today. My favorite gen is Gen 2. It's what I have the most nostalgia with. Let's do this now. So we're gonna go Persian plus Crobat lead. And we're gonna bring Scrafty. And we're gonna bring... So we already have Gigalith. Incineroar. Cool. That should be good. I don't think I need any items except for, I guess, some berries here. Let's go orange here. Here. And then I guess we can go cherry berry for Thunderbolt Paralysis. Yeah, Gen 2 had a lot of really classic designs, a lot of which people don't even realize came from Gen 2. I feel like there's a lot from Gen 2 that people thought came from Gen 3. Like, I know Quagsire is a good example. Magcargo as well. Alright, Alright, this looks good. Let's go ahead and go for it here. Yeah, Skarmory too, that's a good one too. Skarmory, Sneasel, Mischievous. The problem is that people don't realize they came from Gen 2 because you don't get those until, like, the post-game. So it makes sense why a lot of people didn't even know they were in the game. Alright, let's do this. Triathlete, Dylan, and Maria. Alright, so we got a Volbeat, Illumise, double battle lead. They both have Prankster. Illumise just has support moves, so it's got Tailwind, Light Screen, Reflect, and Encore. So it doesn't have any attacking moves. And the Volbeat has a Focus Sash with Tail Glow and Baton Pass. So the Volbeat side is the more dangerous. So we're going to take out that side first. So because of the Focus Sash, we're just going to simply go for a Fake Out to break the Sash and flinch it. And then go for the KO with an Acrobatics. Yeah, Illumise is most likely to set up Tailwind there, which is perfectly fine. Oh, it didn't KO. Oh, I forgot I was equipping an item. That is a big throw. I forgot I gave Crobat an item. Well. Well, the Volbeat's faster now. But it'll most likely go for Bug Buzz on the Persian side. So I think we could just go for another Acrobatics and swap out the Persian for like probably Embor. Yeah, so we're gonna go to Embor here and go for Acrobatics on the Volbeat. Yeah, Reflect goes up. I'll have to deal with that now. That should still be perfectly fine. So, Reflect is up. Tailwind is also up. You have to be aware of those things. So now the Swoobat here, what's scary about this guy is that it has Calm Mind and Store Power. So, we do need to be careful here. I think what we're going to do is it's most likely going to go for Store Power here. And also has Simple. So I'm gonna... I need to swap out because if he does attack, then Embor is dead to crit. So I'm gonna swap to Gigalith. And I'm gonna go for Screech on the Swoobat to try to counteract the... Calm Mind here. Reflect is up. Let's see. Yeah, this can get pretty scary here. But this should be fine. Yeah, we'll also get an Intimidate off too. Oh, he withdrew. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Well, let's see here. I think we should still be fine. Crobat is gonna show being dead to stored power here. Which means we should be able to safely go for a KO. Although Persian is probably gonna go for Fake Out on like Gigalith. Which should still be fine. Because we can pivot Crobat to my Persian, and then we can Fake Out the Swoobat on the next turn. So let's go for that here. We're gonna Rock Slide, and we're gonna pivot to my Persian. Yeah, there's the Fake Out. It should be stored power into my Persian. Perfect. And then now Tailwind peters out. So now we can go for a Rock Slide and Fake Out the Swoobat to prevent it from attacking. Yeah, this is gonna set up a nasty plot, but it should be fine. Rock Slide here. Swoobat goes down. Perfect. So now Persian is up, and now it's a 2v1. So now we can focus down this Persian. It is +2 special attack right now. So we definitely have to swap out here. Here. It would be nice if I could get a parting shot off on this. But Persian is risking being dead to crit. But I think I have to pivot here. So I think I'm gonna pivot Gigalith out to my Scraggy. And then try to go for a parting shot here. Let's see, attack my Scrafty, please. Okay. This is also Dark Gem boosted. Okay, good, perfect. We can take that very well. The parting shot, this will bring it down to -1. And then I think we just go to let's see, who would be best to go to here? Probably to Incineroar. Yeah, I think Incineroar is the play here. Okay, so now I think what we could do is Reflect is still up, I believe, so I think the best thing to do is to go for a Super Fang plus Flame Burst here. So Super Fang and Flame Burst. Alright, Thunderbolt. That's fine. We have a Cherry Berry in case of paralysis. Yep, just like that. Oh, I thought I did. I guess not. Well, that's fine. Oh, and we got the crit. Whew, alright. Made it out. Well, now we just have the Illumise. But again, this thing doesn't have any attacking moves, so we can just go to Emborg now and just sweep up from here. Alright, and then you can just Heat Crash. Alright, let's go. Very, very nice. Alright, and now we are just one more fight away from this run being a personal best. Very, very nice. It's much appreciated there, random anime stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for today, because I definitely need a mental reset. But really appreciate everyone who tuned in. Random anime stuff, appreciate chatting with you. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. And yeah, I will catch everyone next time. Alright, peace. Next stream, maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll catch everyone next time.